Andrew Tate speaks and posts online unabashedly about his possession of multiple passports and identities, his and his brother's excessive and hidden wealth, as well as their purported influence over foreign authorities. He claims to have previously escaped the law on numerous occasions and has unapologetically declared his intent to do so again in the future. Andrew Tate has publicly stated, "You can't ban me from driving. I have 9 licenses. You can't freeze my passport. I have 4. You can't take my money. It's everywhere. It takes international cooperation to slow me down, and that's rare." So, Andrew, when you say it takes international cooperation to slow you down, does 3 countries uniting on one docket count? By now, you probably know that Andrew and Tristan Tate are sitting in a Florida jail fighting extradition to the United Kingdom, where they could spend life in prison while also having very serious criminal cases waiting for them in Romania. At the request of the UK, the 2 fugitives were arrested by US law enforcement as a flight risk. And now both brothers have filed petitions to get out of jail pending a final decision about whether they have to go to the UK to face trial. Earlier this week, the government filed its response objecting to their release and baby. This document is the quintessential definition of a self own. There's a special kind of poetry to a federal prosecutor building a detention case almost entirely out of a defendant's own words. Usually, the government has to work for it: subpoenas, informants, forensic accountants. But in the matter of the extradition of Tristan Tate and Andrew Tate, the U.S. Attorney's Office barely had to lift a finger. Andrew and Tristan spent a decade narrating their own downfall in real time on camera with captions, and now it's all sitting in a federal docket with exhibit numbers on it. Let's start with the funniest sentence in the whole 38-page filing. "It takes international cooperation to slow me down, and that's rare." So, Andrew, when you say it takes international cooperation to slow you down, does 3 countries uniting on one docket count? Rhetorical question: why do you think your ass is in a jail cell right now in Florida in August? Cool prediction, Andrew. Meanwhile, the United Kingdom's Crown Prosecution Service and Romania's organized crime prosecutors are both working with the United States government, filing coordinated letters in the same case at the same time about the same guy. 3 governments, 1 PDF. Then there's Vladimir Scorpius, which is a name I am contractually obligated to say costs nothing and delivers everything. According to the filing, UK investigators found an online photo of a Mexican passport bearing Tristan's face and his birthday, issued under the name Vladimir Scorpius. There is some evidence that Tristan Tate likewise maintains multiple identities and passports under false names. Okay. UK authorities have discovered an online post containing a photo of a Mexican passport bearing Tristan Tate's photograph and date of birth, but issued under the name Vladimir Scorpius. Importantly, the UK has also uncovered evidence corroborating Tristan Tate's connection to that name, including an online video in which Tristan Tate declares while standing on a ship, "I'm Captain Vladimir Scorpius." These men have represented themselves as criminal masterminds, and yet Tristan created an alias to hide his identity and then promptly identified himself as the same person as the alias. The criminal mastermind forgot the first rule of criminal masterminding: shut the fuck up. This brings us to all of the above the law talk, which is a defense attorney's nightmare. Andrew and Tristan documented their own means of escape in their own words dozens of times over the years. They claim to have multiple driver's licenses in various countries, different passports with various identities, and money hidden around the world to aid their escape from any law enforcement that might be after them. There are even posts of Andrew where he claims to be actively in the process of escaping the law in multiple countries. Given all of their statements and successful attempts to evade law enforcement around the world, to get out of the Florida jail cell they're currently crying over, they have to put together a bail package that gives the court confidence it can release the brothers and they won't flee or otherwise break the law. That shouldn't be hard for two self described, self made billionaires, right? When Sean Diddy Combs was arrested in September 2024 on federal charges, he came to the table with an actual plan: a $50 million bail package backed by his $48 million Star Island mansion, with the mortgage paid ahead of time, specifically to free it up as collateral. Plus, his mother's condo, his passport and his family members' passports surrendered, his adult sons signing on as cosigners, and his private jet grounded and put up for sale. He offered GPS monitoring, 24/7 security, and zero contact with alleged victims or witnesses. It still didn't work. He was denied bail 3 separate times, but at least the effort was real. A fully built, asset backed proposal that gave a judge something concrete to evaluate and reject. Tristan and Andrew say they have access to bottomless wealth. However much they need, they can get it, no problem. It should be easy for them to put together a proposal for bail for the judge to consider. They didn't. They left that section blank. Meanwhile, they're spending thousands of dollars a day on matching snackies from the jail commissary. Two separate accounts, two separate transaction IDs, 4 minutes apart, and the order is identical down to the items. Same all seasoned chips, same Colombian coffee, same Doritos, same Snickers, same Twix, all the way down the line. These are supposed to be two of the most independently formidable men alive: global businessmen, self made billionaires, masters of 18 different bank accounts across as many countries, talking like international fugitives, moving like they still need a hall pass to go to the bathroom together. Between the identical commissary orders and the joint attorney meetings, they're less independent alpha males and more Cersei and Jamie Lannister, never quite able to function outside of their relationship, which has an intimacy and codependency most siblings cannot relate to. The hearing for their release is later this month. Whatever happens there, a word of advice for the bros and their code: above the law doesn't hold up when the law has your Instagram archive. Out here looking like some Timu Power Book baddies.